So a month ago, I'm at Port Aransas sitting on the beach, and I get a call from a friend of mine, and he says, hey, I saw your post. You're here at the beach. Come on over. So I go over to his house, and we're having an adult cocktail, and just talking, shooting the breeze, as guys do. And for some reason, I started telling him about this crazy, quirky thing we do at Sharkmatic Advertising. Just one of my employees and I, his name is Jordan, he's been around for 14 years. And whenever there's a problem, he and I have this little competition where we go and try to figure out what happened with the problem, not to find out who caused it, but learn something about it. Maybe we can avoid it in the future. So he stops me and goes, Howie, I was a master chief in the military and senior management at CPS, City Public Service. And he said, that's actually a thing. It's called root cause analysis. I'm like, really? Tell me more. And he goes, yeah. So he gets into all this fancy language about root cause analysis and figuring it out and how engineers go so that, because lives are at stake with city public service. And so they're, on electrical poles and those kinds of things, and you want to avoid anybody getting electrocuted. So he's telling me all this stuff. I said, man, that's great. So I said, boil it down for me. He says, okay, learn from your mistakes and don't do them again. You know what I mean? In other words, figure out what went wrong and just don't repeat it. I'm like, okay, good. I said, I'm taking that back to my people and talk to entrepreneurs about it. Because in business, what happens, right? If it's an inexpensive mistake, we're like, whatever. And then we blow it off and then it happens again. And life and I guess the, entrepreneurship karma has a way of bringing that back until we learn that freaking lesson, right? So one of the things he said is be very careful, because what you might think is the actual cause of the problem was not the cause. So then you start to treat the symptom. So if you're going to do a true root cause analysis, you better figure out what the true cause was. And sometimes it's multiple causes. So as you figure that out, make sure you get to the real one and address them all, and then share it with the rest of the team so that they don't make the same mistake based on what you've learned. Make sense? So I think of the old adage, and I'm sure I'll mess it up, and those of you who are history buffs, Chrissy, you'll tell me, those of us who don't learn from the past or we don't learn from history, we're doomed to repeat it.